The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
The fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coat. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. I think my lighting is kind of off this morning. Let me see. Is that better? I don't know. Is it my screen, you all? But happy Saturday to everyone. I'm going to try to ignore that. Welcome to Dhat Girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hoping that everything is in order in your life on this morning. I kind of like had a wild morning already at 10 o'clock, but I thank God that I'm here. And I thank God that we're here together doing what we do every Saturday morning, encouraging, motivating one another to reach inside of you and to tap into the abilities that God has created, not those that life has caused you to wander to and fro to get into different businesses and jobs, but the things that God predestined for you to do in your life, the things that God has created for you to do. Those are the things that we want to walk in from this day forward. We want to move in our timing of our predestined. We want to move in the timing of the things that was planned for our lives. No longer do we want to just go with the flow. No longer do we want to just do what was handed to us. But what do you think? What visions do you have? What dreams or aspirations or desires do you have that you are yet to pursue? But this is what I do on Saturday mornings, you all. That's my goal, is to motivate, to encourage you to get up and to know that yes, you can. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can create it. Yes, you can invent it. Yes, it will prosper, but you will never know that. The only thing you'll know is that it's not happening if you don't move. But if you move, you never know what the outcome of your creation may be. So on this morning, I just want to honor, in honor of Black History, I want to honor Madam C.J. Walker on this morning. I was thinking about how she really has been an inspiration to me to know that whatever it is that I have, what do you have in your hand on this morning? What do you have that you can use and take that thing, just as Madam C.J. Walker did, how she took something that was a problem for her personally, and she began to research it after getting into it. Some of you all, you're working your jobs now, your 9-to-5 jobs, as a result of a passion that you have. So because, I'm going to use myself, because I like to work with children, so I went out and started working in daycare centers. And I started helping in church and youth ministries and all of that, because I liked working with children. But then later down the road, to come and to establish my own daycare. So it kind of like made me realize that I can even take my business even further just thinking about Madam C.J. Walker and what she did. And not only did she do it, but she did it to the fullest. She didn't just start something, she didn't just mimic something, but she took it to the fullest in spite of the fact of her life situation. She was married, you all, at the age of 14. How many of you all can relate to being married at an early age? I want you all to really focus on this in this time of Black history, because there's so many great people that have paved the way for us. It's so many examples that they didn't even have back then. She didn't even have the examples that have been laid out for us. We have no reason, and I'm going to say that affectionately, no reason not to be who God created us to be. Not only did he lay the foundation, he knew the timing that will come for us to bring it to pass. He knew what would be going on in the world. He knew about the computers. He knew about all of our ancestors that would have gone before us. God knew all of this when he created you. So he really laid it out for us, you all, strategically, that we will have no reason not to walk it out, not to walk in our purpose, in our self-worth, and in the callings that he had for us. In spite of being married at the age of 14, first of all, in spite of being made an orphan after the death of both of her parents, and she was made to go as a young child to live with her sister. How many of you all can relate to situations out of your control when you were a little girl? When you were young, things happened that put you in a path that you completely knew nothing about. So it caused you to have to do things that you didn't, that you just had to go along with the flow in order to survive. Not only did she have to go and live with her sister, her older sister, and her husband, but her husband was abusive to Madam Walker. Not only did she had to work through being an orphan, losing the grief of losing both of her parents, then going into another place where she thought it should have been safe, but only to realize that it was not safe for her. So she had to go through that, which caused her to make a decision to get married, which took her on another journey. Not only was she married, but she had a child. So by the age of 20, C.J. Walker was left at being an orphan. If we had to give titles, battered by her sister's husband, a mother at a young age, married, and now by the age of 20, her husband dies on her and not only leaves her a widow, but it left her a single mom. I think that's about 8 titles that C.J. Walker obtained, with everything being out of her control, except for I won't even say except for the marriage, because she felt like she had to do that in order to get to safety. But all of those things that happened to her, 8 different things or more, to bring her into her place of her destiny, to bring her into the place to help her to discover the abilities that God created on the inside of her. And how does she do that? By making a living for her and her daughter, doing what she knew to do, working. And she looked in the mirror at her own self, and she began to see the flaw, what she saw as a flaw for herself, as her hair was coming out, I can imagine because of stress, as her hair was matted, as we call it, locked in dreadlocks, or just very, very kinky, nappy hair. And this is something that she did not like about herself personally. So what she did was she took her imperfection, and she didn't just wallow in it and get depressed about it, start drinking, or, just start doing things that was totally out of character. When the solution to her problem came across her path, not only did she use it, but she realized that it worked, and she began to go out and sell the product. She started a 9-to-5. As a result of an issue that she had, her own personal issue, she sought out to show love and compassion that somebody else would not have to endure what it is that she was enduring. How many people need what it is that you feel like is a hindrance for you. Ask yourself that question. How many people need what I see as a disappointment? How many people can take that disappointment that I feel and use it to thrive in their life, to flourish in their life? So this is what she did. She took what she found to be ugly to herself, heartbreaking to herself. She's losing her hair. You all know, those of you that suffer with different hair loss and different issues with your hair, we can relate in that area. It makes a woman feel a certain kind of way when she has a situation going on top of her head. I don't care how many wigs you wear, how many weaves you get, you still know what's up under that weave. You still know what's up under that hair. So let's take what we know that to be, imperfect for us, and use it for somebody else in their good. This is what she did. This is why I love, love, love this story, because when you find your way out, you got to be willing to go back and to reach for your sisters. You got to be willing to go back and to reach for somebody else. I hope this story being rekindled in your mind is going to help you to think back on all of the adversity that came her way and how she was able to get through it. Not by being a coward, not by just sitting down, but she never stopped planning. She never stopped. When she got the thought, she never stopped acting on it. So she's out there and she's making all of this money for someone else and their product. And she realized, I can do this too. She realized all she had to do was take out some of the ingredients, because what the other product did really wasn't exactly what was pleasing for her, but she was just settling for it. How many of you all are settling for things, but you know it's really not working in the way that you want it to work, but it's like kind of in the area of what you need, so you're just settling for it? No more will we settle in this time in our lives. No longer will we just go along with something just because it's working just a little bit. She would go out and she would sell this other product for this lady, and she was good at what she did. So not only were the people buying the product, but they were buying her. How many people do you think that you can reach just with your personality, just with your love and compassion, just with your enthusiasm about what you're looking to do? Sometimes it's about what you have on the inside of you. Excuse that interruption. But we want to know that greater is on the inside of us. So we're thinking that it's the product when really it's you that's winning the hearts of the people. It's your confidence, it's your encouragement that's going to help you to move forward and to reach your goal and your destiny in your life, in your pursuit. So not only did she stop again at working her 9 to 5, but she sought after how she can make it work for her. She saw how she can make it work to reach her audience. You see, she was helping people, but it just, she felt like it could have helped at a different angle. It didn't have to change their identity, but it can help them to get the kinks out. That's good right there. You don't have to change your identity with what you're doing for someone else, but you want to make sure that what you're doing can help to get the kinks out, not only for you, but for somebody else. Not only are you working your jobs that you're on to get the revenue to help to pay your bills, but you're getting the revenue and the resources are opening up to you that you will be able to help somebody else with your product, with your creations, to get the kinks out of their life. You all, this is good. This is good. I never really looked at it this way. So she started with $2 and a dream. $2 and a dream. How long will your $2 go? It wasn't the $2 that took her. It was the dream. It was the pursuit. It was the determination that no matter what, this is going to happen for me. She was not intimidated by the amount of monies that she had. She was not intimidated by the fact that the person that she was working up under had a problem with her starting her own. She was not intimidated by the fact that she had to create her own identity. She was used to walking behind somebody else's identity, you all, but now she has to create her own identity to be able to move her own product. And let me tell you that she did, and she did not do it in a small way. Expand your expectations of yourself. Expand what it is that you're looking for to happen as a result of that determination on the inside of you. Don't think small. Level it up. I always talk about level up. And I'm not just saying that because of Sierra. I'm saying that because that is something profound. You have got to go from one place to the next, and don't let it be that you're trickling down. When I say level up, we're only going up from here on out. We're only moving towards our greatness. We're only moving up towards the purpose that God created for us in our lives. No matter what it is, what is that you have? What is it in your hand that you can use to grow and to become a millionaire? She started, you all, as a needy, as an underprivileged child, from an underprivileged child to an orphan, like I said, moving on to live with her brother-in-law and her sister, to being a victim of domestic violence. You all get up off of those excuses. Let them go. Get up off of what happened to you in the past. Get off of it. Move past it. Move forward, because there is one thing on the inside of you, and that thing is called greatness. There is something on the inside of you that is called in spite of. There's something on the inside of you that is called no matter what. I have got to come out. I have got to be released. If you're going to reach that goal, that mark that we pray for every day, if we're going to obtain that victory that we know that God created on the inside of us, if we're going to walk victorious, you all, we've got to get up. Take that $2 in your dream. Take that house and your dream. Take that one little small corner storefront and your dream. Come on and let's make it happen. Take that recipe and your dream. Take that situation that happened to you. Let's write it down and let's make it go somewhere. Not only did she create the greatest pomade, the hair growing product, but she went on to teach. She did not only take her gift and use it for her, but she used it to expand her wisdom. And now today, her wisdom is still being used. What do you want to happen to your wisdom down the road? Do you want it to just lie dormant? Do you want it to just be buried when God calls you home? Do you want it to just lay there, or do you want it to still be in effect? Do you want the after effect of you to still be going on for decades and for decades? That's what I want. I want to have my legacy. I want to have the wisdom and the guidance that God has created in me. So you see, that's why it went so far for her in her life, because it was something that was predestined for her to do. She didn't even know why she was born with this hair. She didn't even know why this situation came and caused her hair to come out. You all stop again. Don't wallow in your tests and your trials. Pick it up, mold it, and hit the pavement with it. Make it work for you. Stop working for grief. Stop working for failure. Stop working for disappointment. They're not good employers. They don't do you any good. They don't get you any further. You ever worked for a company where you knew that you were no longer, you were just going to be in that one spot, where you knew that you were not going to go any further than where you were? Yeah, that's those employers that you're working for now. That's failure, that defeat, that questioning yourself all the time, that not having confidence. That's what you're working for right now. But let's quit that and move on into our purpose-driven life. Wow. Madam C.J. Walker have blessed me because she kind of reminds me of myself. And I know that if she can move past all of that, then I know that I can move past it. Not only was she a teacher, not only did she start teaching, but she established a school. Not only did she have the hair as a portal of income, but she had a school. Not only did she have the school, now she have people working for her and up and under her. So she have monies coming in from all of these different directions. Not only did she have the monies coming in, but she was able to put her label. She was able to get her brand. Your brand is so important. Her brand was not just the name, but her brand behind the name was the motivation. When people saw CJ Walker on the shelf, not only did they see the can of the pomade, but they saw her motivation. Not only did they have the product in their hands, but they had a part of her strong will. What is it, you all, that you're believing in? What's moving you? When they got the product, they felt a sense of peace and comfort, that they knew that their hair situation was about to change, that they knew that their problem was about to be solved. I say this with heartfelt compassion again. You are somebody's solution. So what you find as discouragement for you is somebody's solution. Let's take it. Let's use it so that not only you will be blessed by it, but God would get the glory. Somebody else's life will be changed. Doors will be open for someone. You never know. You can definitely be that person that started school doing what you do. I have a sister, and I love her so much. She's an awesome prayer warrior. She can take that thing, prayer, something that she do, just comes natural to her, and begin to teach it. Start classes. It's just that simple. What God has called you to do, you can take it and expand on it. And you can just be world known. Not only did she just make the product, but she became worldwide. A first woman millionaire. You all, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. I am decreeing over our lives today that we will walk in the same anointing that Madam C.J. Walker walked in, and we will thrive. We will receive the gift of doing business that we need. You all know there's a gifting of doing the things that you need. Let's begin to petition the throne of God and ask him, God, give me the wisdom to do what I'm doing. What is it that you created me to do? Give me clarity. Where is this going to take me to? Help me to see and to understand what it is that I'm dealing with. If you're heartbroken, if something happened where you're in a situation and that's overtaking your life, let's take that thing, mold it, and put it to use. Go out and reach other young ladies, young men. Go out and reach others that you will be able to help them by opening up your own therapy. You can become a therapist, go to school, get your degree, get your certificate. You can become a family counselor. It's just that easy. What is it that you have that's going on with you that you can take it and expand it, that others will be blessed by it as well as you? You all, I hope this thing has opened up your mind and your eyes and ears of understanding that through it all you have to do is trust in God and trust in yourself. Move in the confidence. Move in the confidence. If you all have time, I don't recall the name of her movie, but you may have seen it already. Go back and watch that movie that they did in honor of Madam C.J. Walker. Go back and watch it, and you'll be able to see the enthusiasm that she had as she went out there, the confidence. Even though at first people turned her away, even though people at first they was like, no, they didn't want it. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. But eventually, her pursuit, she didn't stop. She didn't stop. Aggressively, she went out and she began to get her product to moving. You all, I hope this has been a blessing for you. because I just wanted to give honor to someone and to let us know how we are fortunate. We are fortunate as business owners. We are fortunate as future entrepreneurs. We are fortunate as future creators, inventors, to have had someone to go before us and to pave the way for us. What a beautiful thing it is to know that my legacy is going to be here when I'm long and gone. My wisdom, someone's still going to be talking about that girl. This is how strong I take this. This is not just something that I decided to do. This is a movement to get up, to get others to get up, to get others to wake up, and to move out of your comfort zone and to pick up that thing that you don't even realize is there and watch how doors are going to open for you. Take your $2 and your dream and let's get to moving. I always promote my book every week because I just know that this is where it all starts. It starts in prayer. I believe that Madam C.J. Walker, as a young girl, had something on the inside of her that was moving her. Let's put this later foundation for our children in prayer, that when opposition come their way, when they're faced with life challenges, that they will understand the importance of the source, which is to go to God in prayer. The book is ABCs of Prayer, and we just feature all of the letters in the alphabet using a letter, a word, an illustration, and a scripture to help the kids to understand what it means to pray. And then along with that, we have our activity book, and it kind of like does the same thing, just the same words, the scriptures, to help them to learn the word. You have to learn the word in order to pray the word. So the ABCs of Prayer book and activity book is sold for $25. The book is sold as a hard copy book full of color. It's sold for $20 by itself. And the activity book is sold for $7 by itself. Listen, you all, go to Messenger, Sholanda Boland, hit me up. Let me know you want to place an order for your book. I'm featured on Amazon, but I like to sell the product and get it shipped out on my own because it's kind of like I get paid more money for the book. But at any rate, you can go on Amazon and check it out. Look at it. Look at the pages. See what it's about. But purchase this book for your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, so that we can begin to lay the foundation for them in their lives. You all, as we do every Saturday, enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy, because it looks like it might be kind of nice outside. I know the past couple of days the weather has been warmer than normal. So get out, run your errands, have fun today. But don't forget, what you have on the inside of you, what's bothering you, is going to bring somebody else out. What's hurting you can save somebody else's life, and it doesn't take a lot. In the words of Madam C.J. Walker, not in the words and the action, take your $2 and your dream, and let's make it happen. Until next week, you all, I will see you later. Enjoy your Saturday. Have a great, wonderful day. Later. See ya.
Imagine yourself 20 pounds lighter in 8 weeks. Time Fitness program is designed to lose weight and tone your body at the same time. After each workout, you'll enjoy a 15-minute sauna to burn more calories, reverse the aging process, boost your metabolism, and enhance detoxification. Get a free protein smoothie after each session and a free Time Fitness shirt. Stop procrastinating. TimeFitness.com, 773-458-5084.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory.